Okay, so today we are here with Raul. Raul drives something pretty special and I'm about to show you what that is.
G'day, this is my 2009 Toyota Crown Majesta. It is a 4.6 litre V8. This is one of the early examples of the 5th generation Majesta. So this was actually built in May of 09 and this car came out officially in April of 09. The Majesta kind of branding itself lasted from 91 to 2018. And unfortunately Toyota decided to consolidate the lineup after 2018. So there's no more Majestas anymore. So that's why I think it's pretty cool to have this kind of car. They come in all kind of different variants, but just for argument's sake, mine is what's called the G package, which is not the top spec, but it's just sitting below the top spec. So mine still has 5 seats, whereas the F package has a pretty awesome kind of like middle table section, but I don't have that unfortunately. But hey, I've got 2 kids, so probably for the best really.
So Raul, tell us a bit about the engine.
So as I mentioned before, this is a 4.6 litre V8. This is the same engine that actually runs an Lexus LS460 and GS460, I apologise. So with the Crown Majestas, actually also had a 4.3 litre motor as well, but that was for an all-wheel drive variant. This is a rear-wheel drive only. This one gets a 4.6. In terms of actual output, you're looking anywhere between 255 to 260 kilowatts, give or take. So look, it's not overly designed for speed. It's more of a luxury cruiser. But hey, it still gets up there, I think, when you put your boot down, which is good.
So the next question I've got is, what made you buy a Crown?
So interesting enough, I actually had a 2018 Toyota Camry V6 before this car. And then a friend of mine actually bought a Crown. He imported it himself, and then we got the cars at the same time. And when he showed me his car, I was actually blown away with the fact that his car was 9 years older than mine, but he paid way less for it, less Ks, and it had way more features. So it kind of was a bit of a thing in the back of my mind, oh, I'd really like to get one of those cars. Then when I did more research into the Crown, I found that the Majesta had the V8. I've always loved V8s. So in the past, I've had all different types of cars. I had a 1973 Honda Civic was my first car. Then I had a 91 Magna. Then I had an XR8 Falcon. That was a 95 Falcon. That was actually an ex-police highway patrol car, which is pretty thirsty, but it went okay. Then I had a couple of Commodores. Then I had a Corolla, brand new, in 2014. Then I had the 2018 Camry I mentioned before, and I finally said, no, I want to buy a V8 given the current climate with everyone going to EVs and smaller engines. And so I said to my wife, sorry love, I'm taking one last leap into the V8 pool.
So what is it like to own a Crown, and what are your favourite things about owning a Crown?
I think it's a really nice luxury car, to be honest, without the price tag. I love the fact that it's got air suspension. It's really smooth. The interior is great. Yeah, it's an 09, but it's got some awesome features, which we'll check out in a bit. And what's it like to kind of own? Again, it's really awesome. It's not that expensive to run. I guess the only kind of critique, if anything, is if someone hits my car, which luckily they haven't done yet. Parts could be a little bit difficult to get a hold of, but that's why I tend to drive a little bit more like a grandpa for the most part and try and keep away from all the maniacs on the road.
So show us some of the interior features in this Majesta.
Sure. So standard, you get all of the bells and whistles from Japan, including sat nav and all that fun stuff, but doesn't work in Australia, but that's okay. But what you do have, which I think is really cool, is you flip this open, you've got a DVD player, you've got a mini disc player, which people don't really know much about. You've also got a hard drive built into this car, so I can load CDs in here and it'll play off of the actual hard drive. So for example, here's my hard drive option.
Don't why I say these things,
it's a bit loud, sorry. So a bit of Eminem on there. So that's the hard drive. The DVD player. Click on this. This is the kids movie I have running for the kids, Emperor's New Groove. And I can watch that while I'm driving as well. You guys didn't hear that, of course. And then in terms of just regular features in the car itself, you have Bluetooth. I don't have the Crown Focus kit, only because at the time I couldn't justify spending almost $1,000 on something which I've heard can be a bit hit and miss, no offense. So I just run the phone through the car. This also has TV built into it. There's actually an antenna built into the actual window, but again, it's only for Japan, unfortunately. I believe it's the old digital, analog signal, so that's why it doesn't work, but that's okay, I can make do with that. And likewise, the AM, I haven't actually tried AM or FM either, only because I've always run Spotify. That's that entertainment section. And then we've got heated and cooled seats. We've got a two-way Center console, pardon all my rubbish there. So very up to date with the times, you know, a bit of a bisexual center console there. Typical sunglasses holder. You know, you've got your sun visors with vanity mirrors. You've got this emergency button here, which doesn't work in Australia, which is fine. And you've also got, interestingly enough, you've got an internal alarm in the car, and it's a motion alarm. So I pressed this button once, I didn't know it was on, and a fly was in my car. And when I was dropping my kids off at childcare, the alarm's going off because there's a fly inside my car. So at least it works, that's good. So I've also got electronic memory seating positions here. So, you know, like most luxury cars, 1, 2, and that will just adjust accordingly. As well as the seats, I can control the seats for my passengers. So for example, they can go forward. So they can go all the way forward. So someone sitting where you are can have a nice comfy spot. Likewise, they can go all the way up or all the way back, of course. So that's pretty helpful for me, given my little 2-year-old son likes to always boot the back of my chair, or the passenger chair, which is very triggering for me. This car also came standard with these pretty cool speakers in the actual kind of shoulder areas of your seats. So there's lots of speakers in this car. I haven't even found all the speakers. There's at least 2 in the seats. There's 2 up here. There's another one in the center, and there's more in the back as well. And there's even one above your head at the moment too. So there's heaps of speakers in here. I believe that the F package, which again is not my car, that has 20 speakers. This hasn't got 20, but it's getting up there too. It's a lot. So when you turn the car on as well, it actually brings the steering wheel and the seat forward for you into your position. So watch this. So that's a pretty cool feature. I like that. It makes you feel like the car's coming towards you. So when you turn on your aircon, there's a really cool feature I love with the Crown, which I've never seen in a car before. So you put your aircon on, we'll set it on medium, and then check this out. Automatic swinging vents. And funny enough, my wife actually loves this feature because she hates having the aircon on her hair. So this avoids that. So she's happy with that. So I'm happy. This is also another feature I really enjoy actually, because I end up spending a couple $100 on some snap shades in my previous car. But this car, I don't need to, because I have privacy screens. And believe it or not, because the factory tint on this car, including this lovely shade, you can barely see in the back. So another feature this car actually has, it's got a built-in cool box, which is just here. So you can put little cans of Coke or anything in there, maybe a beer or 2 if you're really thinking about it. But that actually works quite well. So that's built into the car as a standard feature. And something else which I do use occasionally, but I haven't got set up today unfortunately. You flip this open, and this car actually has a cigarette lighter and built-in AV ports. Now what I can do with that, I can actually plug in a video game console. Not like a PlayStation 5 or anything crazy, but something like one of these, a little Nintendo Mini, full of hacked games, or one of these things, which is called a game stick. It features about 50,000 games, and then that plays to the front. So it's more, I guess, for the front drivers who haven't got any screens in the back. But it's another really nice thing to have in the car. Kind of cures the boredom when you're going away on family holidays and whatnot. So yeah, I haven't got it set up today, I apologise. Feature with the Crown Majesta, amongst other Crowns as well, there's a rear shade that is built into the car. Press that button, and this shade comes up, and it actually does work, because I do have to park my car sometimes for work in the sun, along with a front shade which I bought aftermarket. This works very, very well. And then you've also got heated and cooled seats, but also the rear seats can recline ever so slightly. So I'll show what I mean here.
Beautiful.
There you go. I mean, that's pretty damn comfy, I have to say. It's a shame I've got to drive myself home, but
and imagine that with a drink from the cool box, some games up the front, or a movie, whatever music you want, sitting in the shade. So tell us a bit about what it's like to drive this on the daily, because you do daily it, don't you?
I do, it's my daily car, yep. So to be honest, it's actually smaller than the Camry I had in terms of the width. Length is only 5 centimeters longer, so it still fits in my garage, which is fantastic. But to answer your question properly, No problems. Honestly, no problems at all. It's actually better than the Camry, and before anyone laughs, saying of course it is, because the air suspension in this car, it's a smoother ride, and I can actually adjust the height up to avoid some of those nasty kind of, you know, scrapes and whatnot. But I've got an air controller kit on there, so I often ride it a little bit lower. But apart from that, it's really good. Really great to drive on the daily, honestly. Fuel consumption, again, I've mentioned it ever so briefly before, it's not that bad. Put your foot down, yeah, it's going to drink. If you're conservative, run it on just normal mode or eco mode, it's fine. It's really not that bad at all. I'm only tanking maybe once every 1.5 to 2 weeks. So yeah, it's fine. So on this car, I actually took the stock wheels off. They're in mint condition, by the way, but I just wanted something a bit more street appeal, I suppose. So I just for budget's sake, I've stuck some plus 19s for 8.5 all round, because the car came with 17s. I also did a muffled elite. It did a little bit drony at times, but I think it still sounds pretty nice. I'll give you a couple of revs soon. And then I've also got the Japanese plates on here. So what these plates mean for me, this is just the engine code. So I've got the engine code as a 1UR Toyota motor, and I put 46L, which refers to the 4.6 litre.
So what's it like to own a Crown or a Majesta in South Australia?
I think it's actually quite an honour and privilege, to be honest, because yes, Crowns are becoming more popular because they're replacing people who want to own an SS or XR8, and you can get them in really low Ks, fantastic condition from Japan, from places like Toyota Prestige and Iron Chef Imports and other places. But in terms of owning one in Adelaide, it's great. There's a really good community here. I'm part of, again, the Finest VIP Club as well, which is back of my hoodie today, which was described in great detail by Matt in your previous video. But onto the club, they're great. I mean, it's such an honour, again, and a privilege to be part of that club. It's a fantastic family vibe. Everyone's welcome. As long as you own a JDM car, it doesn't have to be a Crown, it can just be a JDM spec car. And Steve and Nat, the two admins who started the club here in Adelaide, they're fantastic people, really friendly, and you get to meet people like yourself, mate. So it's great. Believe it or not, when I picked up the car from Tokyo, this was mint. And the only reason that came off is because I had to remove the bloody headlights for compliancy.
Yeah.
And then when I asked Dan, what's this thing? He showed me. We didn't realise this thing literally popped off.
Oh.
And it was sitting on the main road, getting run over for 2 days straight, and it still survives. And all I did was take a bit of paintwork off it.
Wow.
So that's just a testament to how tough even the plastics are.